The industry is getting active, especially now that we are out of January, where there is some amount of money in the pockets of the spenders. We are now doing more, thanks to man like Stonebwoy for giving us a topic for discussion today. About a week, Stonebwoy met the press at the Golden Tulip Hotel, and on this segment, we're going to do a holistic review of what happened, the headlines that have come up so far, and even the purpose of the press conference, or better still, the meet the press. Something happened to Sammy Flex TV peeps, but then that will be talked about some other day. Let's talk about the other important ones. Maybe on another day when it comes up, we will surely discuss that.
Which one is that?
I'm just waiting for someone to say that Sammy Flex TV, you guys are discussing it, but I did not put the content of the press conference out or the media press out. Then I'll talk about that. But until then, let's leave it as such. I don't want to start on a more negative note.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Why? Yeah. Because you guys were not invited?
No, we were invited.
Yeah, so
I can show you my invitation.
Yeah.
But then something happened to my crew. Like I said,
I know what happened. The number, eh? The number.
No, it's not a number.
What happened?
No, it's not a number. It's not a number.
Your people want to know.
I don't talk about that for now.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, on a good day, when it comes up for proper discussion, and when I think it needs a talking point, why not? I will surely do that. My name is Sammy Flex, and of course, the man would not even wait for me to introduce him because he is too known on this particular channel. He's not new. He's not a newbie. He's known. He's your favorite guy. He's the guy you hate to love. You hate to love, but still, he's giving you all the punches and the fact here on Sammy Flex TV. It is called the Ghana Weekly. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, thanks to Richie Flex, and also thanks to other guys whose commentaries on our videos, sometimes they even want us to mention them. But then to your good friend,
Gideon. Gideon inside Virginia, man.
To your good friend, Gideon inside Virginia. Somewhere June, July, we'll be going for Ghana Music Awards USA, and again in October, November, Ghana Music Awards UK. So guys, watch out for that. And I'm also having a deal in Italy. Someone wants to do a whole show for up and coming stars.
Wow.
And knowing our interest here on Sammy Flex TV for up and coming stars, the person wants to do this with us. His name is the OB Show in Italy. So all my people in Europe, Italy, all things being equal, he has also pegged the event to be around June. So June we might be in Europe as well for that thing. So Europe people, wait for us. Send us your contact numbers and let's have a vibe. Nana, welcome.
Thank you.
Are you feeling good? Last week you were not very energetic, but then you still tried to give the people what they needed to hear. I want to believe you have energy now.
Oh no, I think I'm still under the weather. You know, I'm not feeling too good.
Okay.
But for God and country, we are here and see. Yeah, we are just gonna make it happen.
All right, thank you so much. So today's segment is going to be a review, a holistic review of Stonebwoy's Meet the Press. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there, but we were invited. As in Miss Africa, I was invited. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to be there myself because the invite was for me.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a chat. I think we had a chat. Myself, Stone, and Wisdom. We had a chat in Lagos, and so I knew they were going to do something like that because they had already hinted in Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, but I couldn't go because I wasn't feeling too good. But the team was there. We shot the whole thing, and yeah, I think it went very well.
Okay, so let's start this way. The import of the whole press or meet the press. I'm still struggling to say press conference and meet the press. I'm sure I can mix it up.
Oh yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's still a press conference.
I know. The whole import of the meet the press. How were you told? What were you told was going to be the purpose of it?
I think it would just be better if I just look at their invitation.
Okay, good.
Good. So Wisdom, and it says invitation to. It's an invitation to meet the press with Stonebwoy.
Okay.
It is with great pleasure that so there blah 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 date time blah blah. The aim is to discuss Stonebwoy's set to be released album.
Okay.
Grand opening of the Beam Shop. Stonebwoy's North American tour.
Okay.
Conversations around such things.
So what is your first take on that? The purpose of the meet the press.
Once again, it will be
Amen.
Yeah, let me send shout outs to my big sister Nanaya, aka Manya One.
Hey, you're Freddy Manya One.
Yeah, so I think, sir, for the team at Beam Nation, they had a clear goal. These are the things we want to talk about. One, if I see the Casa about Stonebwoy yet to be released album. 2, we want to discuss the Beam Shop. 3, the Europe tour of Babeko and Nyamanyama Oye. But unfortunately, at the end of the press or meet the press, all the conversation was tilting towards a direction that I didn't like. But I was happy to see how Stonebwoy's team quickly came into the rescue and trying to direct the conversation back to him again.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the fact that my team that went to cover the event, questions about who now was around Black City, Ovi, Black City, Kelvin Boy, Ovi. It's not bad because it's press. I mean, these are questions that press have been harboring for so long
and looking for
opportunities to ask. So obviously it is what it's going to be. But me the woman saying press when you are Nanka also the vision, add to out, because then it will look like it will look as though he called you guys there for you guys to come and get content and go. Push his also agenda, because that's why he invited you all. So yes, it's good to ask about Black City, Ovi, and Kelvin Boy and the whole thing. But after that, push. But I'm happy that Wisdom and the team they've been smart. They drop a press release ASAP, and people are still talking about the album coming up on the 5th of March. People are talking about the tour and say, "Oh my idea!" And Kobia, I mean, they will just lose fame and say, "Oh, Kafone Kramba," they are talking about their own thing.
Okay, but Nana, do you blame the press, knowing very well that ever since the issue came up, Stonebwoy, though, has spoken about it, he has not really taken time to discuss that issue. I know very well he has only spoken about that issue on Hits FM, and again, somewhere last month or early this month, he also spoke to Miss G about it same way. Do you think maybe he could have done an earlier press meeting to have detailed the happening between himself, Kelvin Boy, and CD?
Yeah, I think, sir. You know, one of the things I think I've said it on this show before, sir. The moment the thing happened, on it or call, said Black City is now his agent. They will quickly as a team. They're supposed to sort out their internal conversations and do a press conference and set a record straight.
Exactly.
So that everybody will be on the same tangent with you guys. Now, then we can all focus and promote the agenda of what you want us to promote. But you see, I know you've kept yourself away from the media for so long. And now we have press conference. So right now, all those past questions now we could have just solved them once and for all. No, will come up. And knowing the kind of media that we have in this system, people will want to focus on traffic, views. I mean, it's not about views and traffic. So instead of if I talk about Stonebwoy's album coming out on the 5th of March, yeah, I mean, if I see the headline, 5th March, okay, no.
But just wait for it to
come.
But
I say this is why Stonebwoy and Black City parted ways. You go read them. Or if I do a video and I say, welcome to Sammy Flex TV, and then you discuss Stonebwoy and Black City, comments, likes, and the So you have to be able to be smart as an artist, with label or whatever team that you have, to always find a way of solving some of these things. One hand is idea, have a better plan. What could have been the plan? Do the press conference, right? The Q&A time. When those questions come up, ignore them. Yeah, because then once you open your mouth to answer them,
there was no way he could have ignored them, because
that's a smarter way. Listen.
Even in his preamble, before he started talking, he gave out that note that, guys, what we're going to do is me and you. Whatever you've been harboring over the months, this is the time for you guys to spill them out. Feel free, ask any question.
Yeah, so that means that he himself knew that meets the press that he was going to do will bring all these things.
Yes.
And yesterday I read one article. No, I think it wasn't an article. It was a post by VGMA Baba.
Okay.
After the press conference, that he was praising him for him being articulate and him being honest and open.
Yeah, I think we'll give it to Stonebwoy for that one. He was very articulate. He was very wise, intelligent in the responses to all the questions.
That means one year first press conference, with regards to the Black CD OV Kevin Boy issue, they had fixed themselves internally. They have rehearsed. They have trained. They've probably taken him through a lot of questions and answers in house to get him ready. Because this is like, yo, this is you facing the press. This is anything can come up from A to Z. Anything can come up. So I'm here ready. So I think that he was good to go. But in direction and the press, in the aftermath in the back corner, it would have been smarter, right, to actually make comments and jovial comments about it and push it to somebody like a PR publicist to be handling those ones for you when they come up, so you can drive the conversation on
the album, important things.
I'm traveling. Or O2. Stone is having a show at the O2, but I haven't seen any story on it. That's my fear.
No.
Stone bought O2. He's supposed to feel that, and we will make sure he feels the O2 because we will make sure he feels it. We will push it so he feels the O2 because it was a Ghana to me then shining. But these are things that press could have run with. But you don't blame the press. I don't really blame the press. But I just feel like we could have done a better job. Once we put Diano out, we can also push his agenda.
Now, the whole idea of the Meet the Press, do you think it is something most of our showbiz people, especially the A-listed artists, should emulate? From time to time, they should be doing something like this, if not annually, maybe quarterly or 2 times in a year. Do you think they should be doing this? They shouldn't only wait for their albums or their events to come out before they do this, like Sarkodie. So many people have accused Sarkodie of always shying away from the media. You only see Sarkodie coming to the media when he's coming to do his rapaholic. That is what people say. But then looking at the example Stonebwoy gave us last Friday, was it Thursday or Friday?
It was Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah. Should we encourage them to be doing this more so they'll be having frequent encounter with the media?
Yes and no. My no will be first because you have to know what you're coming to say. You know, if you treat your music as a brand or as a business, you have rules, objectives, you have, it's a business plan to it. If you're going to do a press conference quarterly or monthly or whatever, you need to have a plan. Then I make okay. One of the reasons why artists...
But there are always questions around artists that need answers.
Yes.
So for instance...
But those questions can be answered when I do an interview. So for instance, if I want to talk about, let's say, my album, that's me, and it's too difficult. I can come to Xylophone FM with Sammy Flex in the morning, and I'll talk about it, and it will go everywhere. Or I can X A B C D and run and do it. But we have press.
This is the difference.
We have press conference there. We have press conference there. There are people who are not just looking for readables. So there are people who are looking for answers to certain questions about you that probably your mind will not be there. If I say Stonebwoy album and the press conference, one of the things I mean in the media is O2 tour show.
Even the album details of the album are not being shared.
It's not really out there.
Album name, number of tracks on the album, and all those
so
things.
You have to be ready. And after artists now they want to talk themselves. If you're going to do a press conference, you need to develop the habit of putting a publicist to speak on your behalf. If I'm to use an example, like let's say the Ministry of Information, they speak for the government. So if any other ministry is doing anything, Kujo Nkrumah is always the one talking. And so you're training on. So whether the question is coming from Sammy Flex or another 18 or whoever it is, he can shoulder it and run with it. You are an artist, you have emotions. So when Sarkodie sits down for a press conference, the first 3 questions a bit my banner, one tenacity, a bit my turn it off. Because he's an artist. What am I saying? And artists like to be quote unquote like to be praised. Because they feel they are doing so much that we don't even appreciate them. So if you have Sammy speaking for you, Sammy is a media person, Sammy is a publicist. Whether Nanaya throws the question up or down, or best so that no chest, not at all, no answer, it makes it easier. If you don't have that system in place and you want to be the one speaking every time, you need to always have something solid to sell, or else don't do the press conference. The other thing is that if you want to do if you want to run a proper structured music business, press conferences are your go-to source to sell yourself easily. Instead of running through 57 radio stations across the whole country. Which you can't.
Because of time.
Exactly. Throw the invitations to people at one joint, push it all out.
You satisfy everybody.
And that one again, get your team to be ready, get your manager to be ready, get your publicist to be ready, yourself to be ready. It's like when you watch a football game, you're playing match now, and then before the game, the coach goes with 2 players to do a press conference. After the game, it's the same thing. So the better questions in or her or be and you can a bunch here. Wait my fan, no I no I solve your man because sometimes emotions can come to play.
That's true.
I'm just picturing him answering questions about Black City.
Yeah.
At the press conference. I'm picturing him trying to maintain his composure and speak the way he did. It wouldn't be easy. But a PR would have just done it easily without even blinking because that's his job. And I have no systems in you, so artists don't really work with PR. Your PR is the only person. Only here PR, not for Charlie book mommy why? That's not because I have a book mommy. That's not the work of a PR though. Your publicists check the world. PR people speak on behalf of their clients. They speak even on radio and TV. They are the official mouthpiece of the artist. So it gives the artist room to even create more. Yeah. Unless the artist goes for an interview and Sammy Flex gets one-on-one and push it and say, hey, I asked your publicist about this question. You don't answer me. You won't answer him. Then you can have a conversation. But most of the time, it has to be a PR speaking.
Okay, that's perfect. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at the individual objectives they set out to achieve and find out whether they were able to achieve them. Now, let's talk about the Beam Shop. Yeah. So far, we heard that the Beam Shop will be located at Ashaiman. Yeah. But in terms of what will be there, how much it will sell, and all that, have you heard enough?
No, I haven't heard enough. Just like all the artists do that, we always question them. Merchandising is one of the biggest point of sales for most artists in the world. I mean, if you look at Kanye West, for instance, he's driving the world with merchandise, and it's so detailed. Once again, structures come to play. What are the structures? If I'm building a shop, then I need to have a structure that will have a manager, PR. The shop alone must have its own setup of people working for it. Okay. In a press conference, in PR for the shop is ready. The manager for the business is also ready. Until you can speak to my manager or speak to the PR person for the shop to have further conversations about it. But human resource in Ghana is limited because of finances and we all know, you know. So I don't blame him that much. But I will urge him, say he should he should quickly drop the details of the shop and what will be in it and all that kind of thing. Let me add this though. Manifest and Shatter also released. I don't know if you've seen my Manifest shop. He also did a pop-up shop for the Gambo album. Okay. We didn't get details like what you're asking me. Details now, but like how Stonebwoy didn't have Aquacoya. Okay. I think it's Shatter that I've seen him drop photos of
for the rain.
For the all out.
Yeah. Yes. All out. Yeah.
So and I've seen Shatter post the manager of the shop speaking, like I was saying. There was a girl named Kasa on social media urging people to come to the shop and buy and all that kind of thing. They should try and build a website for it, try and develop all the social media pages for it, put the content of it out. Merchandising is key. Merchandising is one of the revenue flow that you can get as an artist. You can actually make a lot of money. And one year, over Tunyum, there will be a jargon in it, like Ololo, Obidi Bear shirt, no tongue. So if you do it first, you can actually cover up and people can go and buy yours. Until I will urge them. Details, no, I check, but now it should be out. We are selling A, B, C, D.
Now, what I saw was that they placed some of the substances they'll be selling on the screens in the auditorium. And now, but then again,
why the same thing to social media? Okay. He put the bandana and stuff like that.
Then again, the general public, those who are following the conversations, they are not seeing it. So maybe they can go ahead to put it more out so that people can see. Stonebwoy tells us the shop is located after the bridge. The Ashaiman Bridge. He says right after the bridge you can locate the shop, so you can also get from there.
It's a good location, but I will urge him to also open one in town. Okay. Where town means center of Accra. Okay. Ashaiman is a good location. I don't think that if I'm a Stonebwoy fan and I'm in Accra, I will drive all the way to Ashaiman to go and buy. Yes, you might get somebody from Ashaiman.
But it is just to solidify his base.
I get
the fact that this is where I come from, and I believe in them.
It's okay, it's fine. I respect the location. I'm just saying that for business wise, it will make more mathematical sense to open one in center of Accra because it's not just for your fans. Okay. Merchandising also goes across. It becomes a global conversation because you'll be a better shirting be an fan. But any fan quantity a better no share.
And if it is quality,
it's quality a better no share. We wear brands like jerseys and stuff around. They don't even know us.
Yeah.
But because they make it available to everybody,
we buy them.
We buy them. Okay. Ashama here, I'm not saying Ashama is not good. Ashama is good, but I'm saying for business wise, Otimi Nyabako center of Accra, he's gone.
Okay. Now let's talk about the responses to OV, Kelvin Boy, and Black City's questions. So far, they are the ones leading the headlines. It is okay. But then the way he responded to them, for example, when he said his agent hasn't done any job for him at the moment because there hasn't been maybe much going on. He talked about the OV case because of what happened. He had to let OB go, and same way, Kelvin Boy. Was he on point with responses to those questions?
Let me be very honest with you, right? Let me handle the Black City case well. Stonebwoy said Black City is his agent.
Yeah.
Has Black City come out to say I'm Stonebwoy's agent?
Not yet, as a matter of fact.
So I cannot do something. Listen, I work for Miss Africa. If there's an issue and Miss Africa says Nanaya is no more the director of Miss Africa, right? I have to put out a statement that says I am no more director of Miss Africa. I am now their agent. So you do business with me as a third party. Then we can begin to look at what Nanaya will do with Miss Africa now as a third party. Stonebwoy, he said it, that Black City is now my agent to the media. Black City hasn't said I am now Stonebwoy's agent to the media. You see, we brought...
Can I also add this? Stonebwoy, for instance, keeps saying that for booking, for any engagement and blah, 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 deal with me. Or book through me.
So what is the... So what then becomes the role of the agent? I think last 2 weeks, we brought a Hollywood super agent, Fela Okoye, and he explained how the agency thing works. In Hollywood. From what he explained and from what Stonebwoy is saying, Black City is not his agent. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If Black City being agent, if I put out the official release, signed by him and Black City's company,
putting out his details, emails, contacts,
give him the authority to work as your agent. Because if it can't be one way, it can't be one-sided though. Ain't me on one side. I can't say you are my agent when you don't know that I'm your client. It doesn't add up.
Okay.
So he keeps saying, I feel that Stonebwoy keeps saying agent to cover up, to prevent people from probing more. He's my agent. But have you asked yourself, say, Black City now also your agent now? Have you given him the power to work as an agent? When you keep saying book through me, so what? So Black City becomes the third party. Then me to be Stonebwoy agent, because if I also get gig, I can call him and say, oh Stone, I get gig home. Pass through. That's what maybe he wants to refer to as to Black City at. But I don't think that he handled the Black City case well. And I don't think he's being too fair to Black City. Yeah, I think he needs to make it clear that I am no more working with Black City. He's no more my manager. He's no more my road manager.
Relationship at all.
That's it. If Black City agrees that Stone, I'm going to be your agent, Black City will put out a press release and say, henceforth, I am Stonebwoy's agent. Until that, a client has to have an agent. The agent must understand that he's working for the client. It can't be client saying he's my agent when he's not your agent. So I don't think he's being fair to Black City. He has to stop that.
Okay, how about Black City also coming out to talk? Now that you are claiming that he's not being fair to Black City, fair enough. How about Black City? Can we also listen to his part of the story? So, for instance, does he admit or does he accept the new role given to him? He's not talking.
Sir, many Black City didn't come off the record. It was one of the most revealing conversations I've ever had with anybody in the industry. It was so revealing. I asked him, can I write about it? He said no. Can I talk about it? He said no. He said, no, at the right time I go speak. I'm not saying that Black is right, Stone is wrong. I'm not saying Stone is right, Black is wrong. I'm saying that question now, it is something I put to him. That your brother keeps going around saying you are his agent. You are his agent. I don't know, Mekasa.
Whether you've accepted a new role or not.
One thing I only know in this industry, when artists and managers get issues, managers never win in this conversation. Case. I'm telling you. You have to be super careful if you're a manager and you get an issue with an artist or you go your separate ways. Come has say an artist and manager now separate and a year war. Good moments there. So if you're the manager you don't pick up some qualities and you don't control yourself, there are things that media will push to you that you will begin to talk and it will affect your artist.
Okay.
No matter what's happened, Black City and Stonebwoy are more than agent, manager, and whatever. They are like brothers because we've seen them. We've seen Black City fight for him on stage on national TV before. We've seen them go way back. So him not talking, I agree with you. He has to come out and talk. But Obeka then, Oba, Sammy Flex.
Okay. So for instance, can he also, even if not granting a full-time interview to anybody, can he post on his social media handles that yes, I am also the agent of Stonebwoy? If you want to do via these emails.
Yes, we are waiting for that. But from what we saw at Foresight Music Video Awards, Black City is not Stonebwoy's agent because Stonebwoy won an award at the Foresight Music Video Awards and he wasn't around to pick it up. And Black City was seated. He was unbothered.
That is not his role. That is not his duty.
Oh, but if you're an agent, listen.
No, that is not.
Relax. If you're an agent, relax.
We don't know their arrangement. Maybe your agency role doesn't have to do with my day-to-day running. And winning an award and someone going for the trophy is part of the day-to-day running. You understand?
You see, this agency, I'm saying that for all those who missed the Fela Okoye presentation, I will share on news very soon. But I'm telling you, that's also part. You see, the agent is what managers, the work of an agent is what managers do in Ghana.
Okay.
Managers act like agents in Ghana. They go and look for gigs. They go and pick a word. They go and talk to you. That's not your job. Your job as a manager is to develop the welfare and the business with the agency or the agent working for the artist. So the agent is the one that picks the conversations with all the big connections, all the breaks, or then they're finding out where there's loophole to fill. That's his job. He's supposed to get you to the top. Now, which other top again day if you win an award? Which other top again day? Okay, if I say it's not your job to pick the award, at least you can have to somebody try to pick for me. Make look yawa. Your man, watch the video again. He was sitting down unbothered.
Well, that is his decision.
I feel like listen, the two of them, it is only listen. As I say, I can't say. They know why they are fighting, and they know why one of them cannot talk.
Okay.
Between Stone and Black City, I'm sure they know why Black City is not talking.
Because I remember Stonebwoy even said something on the day of the press conference when people were bombarding him with the Black City and the rest of them, those questions. He said, "Now I have told my part of the story. It will also be good that you get them to also tell their part of the story, and that after they have told their part of the story, then we can have a complete conversation." I remember vividly when Stonebwoy said.
So you mean that what I'm saying?
Well, there was one Nana Sarkodie from City FM who was asking, and it's also obvious that the Sarkodie lady has been a friend to City. So when the lady asked the question, Stonebwoy came like, "Yeah, I know this is more personal." Yeah, I know this is more personal, but then I have spoken. I have told my part of the story. You can also get them to tell their part of the story, and we can put it together for a full conversation. So,
Charlie, let me wrap it up on the Black City thing because Ubeka can share work a third person. But one thing I want to put across, we have to be able to stop that artist and manager working relationship. When it stops, it goes south.
Okay.
We have to stop. Say, I mean not less than 20 artists among managers.
All right, so finally will be the album. The details that were shared, are they enough? You talked about the date. It is not too clear. I don't know if Stonebwoy mentioned the name of the album.
No, he still doesn't have a title. Remember, he didn't have a title. But I think so. What I want to touch on, let's touch on the VGMA ban thing. He said the VGMA.
Yes.
He said he wishes.
He's not bothered. Yeah. And he also said he wishes it's been extended, which I think for now he would say this, but if it goes to a specific duration, he's going to be looking for it again.
Somebody called me, I think it was Yufi, shout out to Yufi in Takrady, and asked my opinion about the reason why industry people think VGMA must lift the ban on Shatter and Stone. And I said VGMA shouldn't dare.
You mean for this
Shatter House, listen.
No, you mean for this year's award?
They shouldn't dare lift the ban.
Wait. They shouldn't dare lift the ban for this year or ever.
Let me, if I land, you understand me.
Because I'm scared. Someone data might finish around this time.
I know, but they shouldn't dare lift the ban now until forever, until they are ready. They are ready to accept the two of them back into their award scheme. Let me tell you something. See, they see Ghana Music Awards 20 years now. Momo share no music Charterhouse is a whole brand. It's a whole company on its own. They have corporate clients. Do you know what happened to them at the events can affect their corporate businesses? Have you guys asked yourself that question before?
Yeah, they have said it. They
have
said that.
There are clients who will cancel their jobs with them because they are not sure of their safety when they organize an award event for them. Momo award artist fan mo star on kahon. Now no one in the Sika award no say how will you do the awards for you again? And people putting pressure on the VGMA board. Stop that thing. You organized birthday party before. Somebody can't pee for your cat inside before, and if you wash them before, you better know how you feel what to make the sense go. You see, one thing he said that I read, he said that on the Kanya, I read said that he said it will teach upcoming artists.
Yes.
So
he said that.
So it comes back to back my point that it's about time we respect structures. Artists always say they don't want the VGMA. It's not credible. I'm selling my award. Oh, these people cry. They don't do this thing. VGMA mistake on me. Yes, in 2013 when they said they are putting a ban on Wale and they lifted the ban again. I told somebody, I said, listen, this thing, if it repeats itself, it will be bigger than what they saw. You cannot go to the Grammys and insult the Grammys and expect that the next day they'll put you on. You can't bite the hand that is feeding you. You don't want to respect the award that is giving you validation. And how do we call you a multiple award winning? Award winning of what? Apart from before you won your foreign awards, what award were we using to call you a multiple award winning artist? It was a VGMA.
The local awards, yeah.
So you cannot tell me that remember your event, my Bokaya event. Well, if I say me a mistake, I didn't do my settings well. It's a two-party thing. Why didn't you help me too? This whole bruha, the way she cry, cry, the trauma in this year's Ghana Music Awards. Have you seen the hype? Have you seen the conversation? People will be scared to come and sit in the auditorium again. You mark my words. We need to do a campaign to support Charterhouse. I've said it on radio and TV that every media house do a campaign to raise the awareness of Ghana Music Awards again. Let people begin to forget about the thing that happened. It's like bringing the love back into the whole award scheme. What they did, if he says he's not bothered about the awards and the ban, it's a lie, bro. Your home award is your biggest validation. If BET picks a phone and calls somebody, they will call their home awards team because they need to find out how they do it to get you there.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I get it.
See, we need to respect Charterhouse. We need to respect the VGMA board. Even if you think they don't do a good job, whatever they put out, you have to respect it. Today we are here talking about Shatter and Stone. If they fall for the pressure and they lift the ban, it will open the door for people to say, oh, can't have me award them cause commotion. Next, I ban important until 1 year. I'll come back.
So how many years do you think they should be out of the game?
I think I said it. I'm going to repeat the same. I think they need to first of all do a press conference and apologize to Charterhouse, Shatter and Stone.
But they've done that.
They haven't. For what?
No, they did that.
Which press conference?
On the day they did the Unity press conference.
No,
they apologized.
No,
they did.
Listen, that was a Unity press conference for what? Listen.
No, they apologized.
No, Sammy, let me learn. Listen. You did a Unity press conference to address your court issues. One of the sureties from the court was...
And in their speeches, in their individual speeches, they all apologized for what happened.
That was not for Charterhouse. That was for... Listen, you see, it's like the thing happened and something happened. They see what you know, and then and then they see, you know, they see, you know, they see what they did. The aftermath of what they did is what they are trying to prevent.
Okay.
So the piece was for what? The piece was for the court to see that the sureties on them, they are of good behavior. Them going to their shows and hugging and talking and everything is for the court to see that now they are on good behavior. Events and can your former, even someone your press, someone your former letter. Not Charterhouse former clients, not clients who say, oh, actually they have moved over and I'm not jumping ahead of no. Oh, Joe, what your peace press conference? I don't know. Ghana Music Awards apology press conference. Because you call court, you could jail you. There was a gun pulling. There was some moving to many who said no, I didn't. So your surety is no back then. Good behavior. What's a good behavior? Peace between you and I. It's for the court, bro. It's not for Charterhouse. We need to respect that. The fact that you have an opportunity. I'm here. If I owe somebody money, I will say, "Bra, me patch me why." If I don't tell you, when I pick a phone and call, I say, "Bra, Mr. Miniska, meet you fatch me." It is more sympathetic than speaking on this forum.
All right. Thank you so much, Narrated. I want to believe that in case you missed the Stonebwoys Meet the Press, this is all that you needed to hear. So now you can hit your chest and say that, oh, I was at a press conference, because you have every information. Let me also say thanks to the media on behalf of Benetton Music. Yes, on behalf of Benetton Music, let me say congratulations to you guys, the media. You came in your numbers. They tried very well to restrict the numbers because according to them, they were supposed to give the people lunch. Therefore, they didn't want the numbers to be escalating. But then it is not everyone who goes to press conferences for food. Yeah. Because if you have an issue with my crew because you think you want to reduce the numbers because of food, no, they did not go there for food. As a matter of fact, they went there having their own money to eat. They went there for content.
Let me speak. I'm not speaking for Beam.
No, I'm not interested.
No, wait.
No,
I had the same issue.
I'm not interested.
I had the same issue. When my invitation came, it was Nanayao, right? Because they thought, because they met me in Lagos, so they were inviting me. But there was more than just me. Muse is a whole brand.
Good.
So relax. So Wisdom explained to me that he was expecting that those media houses that have more than 1-2 people would have actually, when the invitation came, we would catch them and say, oh, maybe my camera crew, me way. You get it? So let's pardon them. Sometimes.
Let me tell you what transpired between me and Wisdom. Once again, I didn't want to share because I think it's not necessary, but because of this conversation,
let's share.
Take the time to share.
People can learn from it.
He sent the invitation to me, and I'm sure just as you read yours,
yes,
let me also give you mine. This is my conversation with him. Good morning, sir. I'm Wisdom and contacting you on behalf of Stonebwoy, Benetton, blah, blah, blah,
the same thing he wrote to me.
And I said, sure, man. We will be there to cover proceedings. Underline the word we. So if in your paper or on your paper, you were only inviting Sammy Flex, the moment I said we, you should have alerted him that, oh, Sammy, it is an individual invitation. Oh, okay, no problem. I will come.
So,
but if you also reply, sure, boy, sure, man, thanks.
So it's a comms error. It's a communication error. It
so
happens.
Whose part?
No, it's both ways. I mean, you can also say, no, it is. No, me, I had an argument. Listen,
no.
See, I had an argument with him because then when he I said, okay, fine, it's comm error. So
well,
I'm
not bothered as a matter of fact, because initially when that encounter even came, I nearly decided not to go, but I said no. For some reasons, just let me.
But it was good you went,
No, I was there. Yeah, I was there from beginning.
I saw some of the big names there, yes. George Quay.
I was there from beginning to end. That's why I didn't even want to talk about this, because I want to say congratulations to them and also to the media. You guys did well. Next time, please don't go for press conferences in the name of food. Go for content so that there wouldn't be any restrictions
Charlie, you're not
on
being,
numbers.
You're not being fair to Ghana media. You're not being fair. No.
No.
No, you can't say we go for press conference for food.
That's what they said. That's how come there were restrictions on number. They said because they want to give the people lunch, they didn't want the numbers to be more. Because they thought that people go for press conferences because
No, we are not being fair.
My name is Sammy Flex TV. No. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency. Thanks to Richie Flex. We'll do this some other time. But then, big ups to Stonebwoy. Congratulations to you. We are supporting you guys. So whatever you want to do, go ahead to do it.
Everybody who watched this video, Stonebwoy has a show in London, the O2.
Yeah.
It has to be sold out.
Yeah, Manifest
Manifest is playing in London as well.
Yeah.
Share the link, buy the ticket. If you have friends in London, hit them up. This show has to be sold out so that all the artists will go and be filling. So this thing of me na first second and win here. Everybody get on it. Let's let him sell the O2.
Thank you for watching. We are out of here.